morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on After GMS. It is Friday, friends.
Woo.
Best of made it. Get it. It is Friday, November 5th. I'm Tracy McCain here with Christian Morgan and Megan Malaris. Hope you guys are just happy like we are.
Happy and dancing to stay warm because it is literally freezing or close to it this morning.
Yeah, you got to do something to bundle up this morning. It is freezing, and quite literally too. Sitting at 32 degrees this morning for most of us. We warmed up just a little bit as the sun starts to come up over a perfectly clear sky right now. Taking a live look over downtown Greensboro. Don't worry, we haven't warmed up much from 32 degrees. 34 right now in Greensboro, and if you look elsewhere across the board, still below freezing in many of our locations. 33 in Winston now, 31 down in Asheboro, 31 in Lexington as well, and we've been in the mid-20s to the north for several hours this morning. 25 in Reidsville right now, 25 in Martinsville, 29 in Walnut Cove, 28 in the Wilkesboros right now, and near freezing in Boone, of course. Freeze warning, that does continue until 10 o'clock for the triad, so keep those sensitive plants inside, at least till we warm up this morning. And then you can bring those back in. It'll take us a little while to warm things up out of the 30s, even with sunshine this morning. And even with that sun, it's going to be a chilly afternoon of weather, only topping out in the low 50s under plenty of sunshine. But as we go into your Friday evening and into Friday night, the clouds will start to thicken up. High pressure to the north is keeping us dry today. It's also keeping us cold today with that cold northeast wind, which of course is bringing in all of that cold air. Now, the reason we have the clouds increasing again tonight is because I'm watching this area of low pressure. Right now it's in Florida, but it will track up the coast as we go into your Saturday. That will push in extra clouds, and this is really going to be a big wind and big rain event for coastal North and South Carolina. For us in the Triad, it's a cold, windy day of weather for your Saturday, and cloudy too. I expect most of the rainfall to stay east of the Triad, but still in the afternoon and evening, there could be a stray shower or two, so I'm going to keep a 20 to 30% chance in for your Saturday. Sunday's a little bit better. We dry things out. We bring the sunshine back. There could be some clouds and a leftover shower early Sunday morning, but as we go into the afternoon, that's when we really start to get more in the way of sunshine and clearing things out. We're a bit warmer on Sunday too, in the low 60s, and that will kick off a warming trend as we go into the brand new week. Sunshine is big and bright back early next week. Upper 60s on Monday, low 70s Tuesday, Wednesday, Veterans Day for Thursday as well, but I don't see it lasting long. I see it's getting cold again. And don't forget, flip those clocks back 1 hour tomorrow night.
All right, so those temperatures are bringing us to our first social conversation. We want to know, how do you keep warm when temperatures are like that, 30 and ugh. Yes, exactly. And a lot of people had some comments.
Oh yeah, as you can imagine. Yvonne said big sweaters are what she wears to help keep her warm this time of year. Vicky from Reidsville said having sweatshirts and a coat on hand are musts for me. Patricia Little said she always has her Pittsburgh Steelers blanket on her recliner, and when she heads out the door, she puts on her long sleeve shirt, thick hoodie, and a jacket. That sounds like me, minus the Steelers part.
It's true, though. I mean, it's kind of like bundling up. But you said something earlier that I thought was really interesting. You'd rather have one big, heavy coat than a whole bunch of layers.
Yeah, I get hot in the house or in the buildings. Like, I know y'all tend to get, a lot of people get cold in this newsroom here. I'm just hot like all day sitting here, especially in a jacket, you know.
I can't believe
so
that.
I would,
I can't believe that. I'm freezing.
So I would rather, instead of layering up, you know, and all the layers, I would rather wear one big jacket.
Yeah.
So, and that's easy for me to do here because, you know, I have these thin shirts on that I wear, and I wear a big jacket over that when I'm out in the weather garden.
Right.
And I would rather do that. I also don't feel like I'm the Michelin Man when I only have some, you know, so much on.
Right. I mean, it makes sense that you would, because you have to take your coat on and off when you go in the weather garden.
Right. And I'm also one of those people, like, you know, I could probably get away with shorts today as long as my upper body was warm.
Yeah, that's crazy. So when I go outside, I look like Ralphie from.
You are the Michelin Man. All bundled
exactly. Trying to get to. Like, I have a coat. I've got a scarf. I had a hat. I didn't put on my gloves, but I was close. I mean, it was that cold out for me to walk outside in 30-degree temperatures. It's not my favorite. So I want to be prepared, and I don't want to get sick. I associate cold weather with being sick. A lot of people have dispelled that myth before, and they say it has nothing to do with weather. It's all about germs. But I still say if it's too cold and if you don't have a hat on, you might get sick. But that's just me.
There's a little
truth to that? Well, we'll have to have Megan verify it
Yeah.
because that is what she is best at.
Well, the heat does escape from your head, so that's part of the reason why you at least feel colder if you don't have your hat on. I prefer an ear wrap because it keeps my ears warm, but it doesn't, mess up the hair. And at 4 a.m. we're already kind of rushing to get ready for the show, so can't have hat hair. Yeah, so I love my ear wrap. I would say that's my cold weather must-have. But I'm big into layering, as I'm the opposite of Christian and like to keep warm at the workplace.
Yes.
It takes me a little more than the average person to stay warm. But lately, my jackets no longer zip over my stomach, so I have to just leave it open and like wear multiple sweaters or something that I can like kind of just push together.
Yeah. I did offer you my maternity coat.
Thank you. I might take you up on it.
Okay. I'll bring it Monday just in case because it's only going to get, I was going to say it's only going to get colder, but actually next week it gets warmer.
Next week's nice.
Well, I'm only going to get bigger, so so there's that.
Well, with good measure and for good reason. Exactly. All right, so let's see what y'all are talking about here on our feed. Debbie said that's what she looked like this morning. I'm assuming it was my impersonation of Ralphie walking. What's the name of the movie? A
Christmas Story.
A Christmas Story, yeah. For some reason, it was in my head like the Christmas lamp, and I'm like, why am I thinking?
I think there is a famous lamp in it, right?
The leg lamp.
The leg lamp.
But it's not. Okay, thank you.
Christmas lamp.
That's so funny. Yes. So Shanika McCoy says coffee, hoodie, fuzzy socks. That's what she wears. Cherie has a coffee throw and some footies. I always have socks on too. I do not like it when my feet are cold. Chantel says she has had the heat on, and I don't blame you. And we also heard from Debbie. She said coffee, warm PJs with warm socks. Jessica said she does all of the above, which is a blanket, socks, coffee, tea, anything to stay warm. And I don't blame you, except then you have other people who are like, oh my gosh, it's going to be 40 degrees. Let me get my shorts. It's okay.
We have people that work here that do that.
Yeah. We didn't call them out yesterday, so we'll
No.
try not to do that again today.
We won't call them out today. Did you have to talk to your son, though, Tracy, about getting colder and the shorts situation?
So we do plan his outfits at night so that he can have a productive morning. And we looked at the forecast for next week, and he said, Mom, I get to wear shorts next week. And I said, you noticed that, huh? So I just have a thing. I'm like, November to me means pants. Right.
Yeah.
But, we did have this discussion a while ago about the temperatures, so he's holding me to it like we do for you.
I also like wearing fall and winter clothes more than I do summer clothes. I feel like I have so much more style in the fall and in winter.
Right. I agree, because you are like the best dressed meteorologist
well, that's kind.
that I've seen.
That's kind.
In my work experience.
Everything matches, even the
It
pocket
does.
square.
Yes.
Yeah. You just know how to like mix patterns.
H to T.
I have more fall and winter patterns than I do summer patterns.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
See?
I'm loving the fall looks.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
We'll see what summer has to bring.
Yeah. I think it's easier to dress in the summer. I mean, for women especially, just throw on a dress and go to work and call it a day. In the winter, I got to think about, okay, do I need tights today? Should I wear boots with this? Like, I don't know, sweater. What else is necessary?
Y'all have so many options though. Like, men just like, wait, I'm gonna wear that and I'm gonna put on shoes.
Yeah.
Right. Fewer options are better.
Fewer options
Fewer
are better.
decisions.
It's so much more simple.
Exactly. I actually even put tags on my clothes if I don't bring them to the dry cleaner that week to let me know what day that I wore them so that I don't repeat it within
gosh, I thought I was
30 days. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's good. I think I wore this dress like less than 2 weeks ago.
Well, you were also, pregnant and maternity clothes.
That's true.
So yeah, that didn't happen when I was pregnant. Okay, so Scott Lynch said, welcome to North Carolina, the home of only 2 seasons. Hilarious. Which is summer and winter? Wait, or is it spring and fall?
Somebody asked me on my Facebook page earlier this morning, they said, are we in false winter? And then Scott also commented back, he said, don't you know we only have 2 seasons? So this is, that false winter where like we have to break out all the big coats and all the gloves right now, and then next week here we are, we're going to get warm again into the 70s.
Yeah, that happens like the week of Thanksgiving a lot.
Right.
Like leading up to it so cold, and then on Thanksgiving it's
warm.
like, yeah, 72 degrees.
Yeah, we've had really warm Christmases before.
We have.
So,
Tamrika said she has coffee and layers with a nice fire, which
that
is
sounds
nice.
nice.
Yes. So sounds like a lot of people have different ways of staying warm when it's this cold outside.
all right. We'll have another conversation about this, I am sure, coming up in the next few days as it gets colder and then warmer and all that. Let's get to some morning headlines, though. Some serious news to get to. Today at noon, the nation will honor former Secretary of State Colin Powell at a funeral service. It's a private memorial and will be at Washington's National Cathedral. General Powell had a rare blood cancer called multiple myeloma, and his family said he died last month from COVID-19 complications of a breakthrough case. He was vaccinated. He was 84 years old. President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden are expected to attend the funeral service, which you can watch streaming live on WFMYnews2.com this afternoon.
Thank you, Pat.
It'll be up to the court system to decide if North Carolina's new redistricting maps will stand. Lawmakers finalized the maps for the state's legislative and congressional districts yesterday. If a judge allows them to hold, Republicans likely would keep their legislative majorities and take control of 10 U.S. House seats. Remember, they gained a House seat because of the 2020 census, because our population grew. Democrats say the maps contain illegal gerrymandering. So far, one lawsuit has been filed in protest of the maps. More challenges are expected to come.
Well, 9 of the 10 new crime-fighting cameras are up and running in Greensboro. Police say they will be used to help reduce and solve crime in the area. The cameras are installed on Gate City Boulevard, Market Street, Spring Garden, and Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. The safety cameras will scan license plates, but they will not ticket speeders or catch drivers with expired tags. Guilford County leaders are preparing to revisit COVID-19 protocols, specifically the countywide mask mandate. The Guilford County Commission will meet November 15th to discuss reversing the mask mandate. Earlier this year, officials set a goal of keeping the percent positive rate at or below 5% for 3 weeks straight. According to the county health department, they say we've been at that average. Triad doctors say masks are still important and point to sluggish COVID vaccination rates as reasons to remain cautious. Currently, 54% of the county's population is vaccinated against COVID. The goal is 70%. Well, you can start checking off your Christmas and holiday shopping list this weekend. The holiday market is back, and during this time of supply chain shortages, shopping locally for made products is going to be huge. This morning, WFMY News 2's IT News McMiller is helping you kickstart your holiday shopping.
Well, you can get a head start on your Christmas shopping this weekend here at the Greensboro Coliseum. And some of these vendors are getting very festive. They got these decorative ornaments. We've also got some decorative pillows. You can find everything you need here at the Greensboro Coliseum. And there's more than 200 vendors. So you can find clothing items, you can find ornaments, you can find so many different things, perfect gifts for the family, and they are all locally owned. That's the great thing about this market. And the market actually opens up at 10 a.m. today and runs through Sunday. So you've got plenty of time to come out, and you can buy your tickets at the door. So you don't have to worry about that, but make sure you bring a mask with you as well, because they are required indoors.
All right, so holiday shopping is really getting underway this weekend. We want to know, what stage of the Christmas holiday are you in right now? Are you already shopping? Are you decorating? Are you listening to Christmas music? Or are you respecting the turkey and the spirit of Thanksgiving and waiting until after this holiday to decorate for Christmas this year?
I am waiting for Christmas music, but I have begun my Christmas shopping because all the experts in all the world have said to start early this year to avoid, supply chain issues. So that's what we did. We're almost done. And it's actually something I might continue for the rest of my life because it's really helped me budget. I bought this in October, I bought this in November, and I'll buy this in December, and all of a sudden I'm not buying a whole bunch of things at once, so I've been able to stick to a budget. And that's what Janae Adams has said all along, but still, I've done it the opposite way, but I see the benefits now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've started shopping too, especially because my son's birthday and Christmas are kind of back to back. So I have all of his stuff pretty much ready to go. No clue what to get my husband. He's the hardest person to buy for because he buys everything he wants for himself. And I'm like,
Well, just
all
get
right,
him a
well,
card.
Here's a card. Yeah.
Here's your baby.
He said, just let me go hunting. That's all I want. Okay.
Okay.
'Tis the season for that too.
Right.
That's right.
Hunting wives, you know what I mean.
Most people on my list are easy to shop for. Mom and grandma always want the same thing. Usually my brother and dad want something along the same lines, so it's pretty easy to shop for. I usually know what I'm going into before we get there, so I haven't started yet, but it'll be soon.
All right, well, soon we are ready for Christmas. We're already counting down. Of course, big part of that is when we start listening to Christmas music. 99.5 WMAG radio always does this every year. Let's listen in.
Your Matt Pencola.
Hello, good morning. Hold on, technical issues.
All right, what are we doing? We're playing hokey
happening?
pokey here. What are those bells? My goodness. Matt, is it getting close?
It's getting to look a lot like Christmas.
Well, you know when Eric Chilton comes in, that usually means something. Eric, for so many years, has been a part of us flipping the switch to Christmas music.
Wait a minute, is that why I'm here? No one told me this.
Well, you're working afternoons now, so
I
it
thought I
took
won.
something pretty big to get you here.
I thought I won $9 of hard cash. That's what I thought was happening.
Yeah, we'll
here.
talk about that later,
That's
okay?
another
Don't hold
conversation.
us accountable for that one. No, with the Christmas music, we about ready to go?
Well,
Anybody?
it's Eric's call.
All right. Well, according to my watch, I'm not wearing.
Okay.
We're good to go. So I have the key, the candy cane key
Let's
here.
do this.
Right? All right,
Let's
let me get
do
this
it.
situated here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go.
It's
Oh, I wanted to hear the first song so I could see what was going to be in my mind all day. But no, seriously, it is the start of Christmas music at 99.5 WMAG, a tradition that typically starts around Thanksgiving. So we're a few weeks early. Are you ready for Christmas music? Let us know in the feed.
I saw a funny thing on, I guess it was somebody's Facebook or somebody's Twitter or Instagram or something the other day. They said November 1st is Christmas, all the way up through November 24th. November 25th is Thanksgiving, and then after November 25th, it continues on through Christmas. So it's Christmas except for one day, and that's Thanksgiving Day itself.
So was that Mariah Carey by any chance?
No.
So I was just wondering. She always does this, huge campaign to like beef up Christmas.
But my mom, even my mom, Halloween night, the Halloween decorations were coming down from my parents' house, and she was starting to work on Christmas.
Wow.
There's already like 6 of the 8 Christmas trees up.
Yeah.
And I think she's going to spend the next week or two fixing it all.
Wow. Well, this weekend, I'm taking my kids to my mom's house, and we're making Christmas cookies because my mom wants to pass down the recipe.
Yeah.
She's passing it down. And I think it's great. It's a tradition, but I never even thought to myself, hey, it's not Christmas. But, it's just a fun activity, and she's got the cutters, so we're ready to cut them out.
It's the season.
Yep.
Yeah, well, we should mention too that obviously WMAG plays not only Christmas music, but also general holiday music. And Hanukkah is earlier this year than it usually is. It's actually closer to Thanksgiving than it is to Christmas. There's no overlap this year. So that could be a couple of the reasons why some things are starting earlier this year. People are celebrating. I think also just, a year and a half and more into this pandemic, we just want a reason to feel and spread the joy as soon as possible.
Yeah.
I also think that, we're doing our best to normalize what, people are experiencing. Like every year we see stores starting to sell the next holiday as soon as the current holiday ends or beforehand. I can go into Lowe's in July and see Christmas stuff or Halloween decorations. So, I feel like it's definitely getting earlier, but supply chain issues and of course being in the pandemic have certainly kind of tried to, normalize things, but it's still kind of early to me.
It is, but like Megan said, I think everybody has, the reason or something they want to look forward to. And looking forward to the holidays does give people joy and does put a smile on somebody's face. And like Megan mentioned, it's been a whirlwind of a year and a half, more than that now.
Yeah.
And we're still trying to navigate this thing and trying to figure it out. So anything that can bring a smile to somebody's face or kind of bring some joy back, give somebody, something to look forward to.
Right.
I'm all for it.
Yes, all for it. All right, let's see what you guys are saying here in our feed. Sorry, Brenda said that you guys are a lot alike. So I'm not sure if you guys know
Brenda
each
also
other.
likes cold weather too,
Oh,
and snow.
okay, good. You guys have a rapport. Debbie Isley said she's going to start putting Christmas trees up as soon as she has 6 to put up, and then decorate all the other decorations. Yeah. So Scott mentioned that he's spending Christmas in Florida, but he remembers the 2014 parade in Miami when it was 92 at poolside. Wow.
That's not Christmas.
He also said it's too early for Christmas music. And Joanne said that she's had most of her Christmas shopping done. She said she still has to mail out of town items, so she has to get to the post office earlier.
A note on that, it took 7 days for a letter that I sent to my great aunt to arrive in Iowa.
Wow.
7
Wow.
days, yeah, just a regular letter. So just a heads up as you're planning your Christmas cards and everybody else is sending Christmas cards, you might want to do that earlier. Like normally we take our Christmas card photo on Thanksgiving, but I'm thinking that might be too late because by the time you take it, you make the card, you order the cards, and then you address them all and send them to the post office. Yeah, you're kind of close this
You're
year.
kind of close.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I've
just
had
something to keep in
letters.
mind.
I've had letters, from Charlotte area not to reach me till 7 or 8 days before.
Yeah.
So I mean, plan ahead.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry.
Wait,
Trying to
don't
think-
procrastinate.
Something about no.
Well, the good thing is you can always do e-holiday cards,
Yeah,
like
you
if they're
can.
pictures and stuff like that you can just kind of shoot out. But you're right. If you got to plan those photo shoots or find a friend who has a great iPhone.
Yeah.
And take it that way. Some of those pictures are pretty awesome.
They are now, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Debbie said she just loves having Christmas trees and it's so peaceful, so that's why she likes 6. Jessica said, as a small business, USPS is already crazy backed up, y'all. So shop now.
Yeah.
I think I put the
believe it.
y'all in the wrong place, but it was still in there.
The emphasis was there.
Yes, exactly.
All right. These are fun conversations. I'm sure we'll revisit them as the weeks progress, as we officially get closer to the holiday.
Sure.
But yeah, thanks for your input.
Let's take a look at the forecast.
All right, it's cold. Cold
Okay.
now. Cold now, chilly later. How about that? We'll have sunshine today. It is a chilly afternoon of weather. Still have that morning frost across most of the triad. It is our first frost of the season in Greensboro, and our first freeze of the season too. Last time we were this cold was back in April, 53 degrees this afternoon. Adding in more clouds tonight into your Saturday, it will still be chilly in the low 50s, and there is that low shower chance mainly in the afternoon and evening, and honestly I think it's east of Greensboro where the better rain chances are going to be. Those clouds hang over into Sunday morning, but we bring the sunshine back by Sunday afternoon, and that kicks off a little bit of a warming trend over the next several days. For us, 62 on Sunday. We'll be back in the upper 60s on Monday and low 70s Tuesday, Wednesday, and for Veterans Day next Thursday as well. But I don't see the warmth lasting very long.
Well, good. Just
Which
joking.
part?
No, I'm glad that the warmth is going to come back just for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
We're
I
still-
like the little mix.
We're still doing the whole up and down thing,
Yeah.
you know.
Until it levels out
Until it
around
levels
the
out.
first of the year.
And will it ever level out? We don't know.
All right, let's take a look at some of the things that made us smile this week. This is something that we compile every Friday just to kind of give you a glimpse into our crazy lives.
Oh boy.
All right, Christian, you do the honors today.
All right. You guys have a great weekend. Get out there and get to it. This is the best of GMS.
Hear that? Sorry, guys, we're on the move. We're on the move.
I got
Candy. Christian brought candy. He
I
always has
come
a
in,
treat.
if it's food involved, I'm gonna have it. All right,
Yeah.
so here. You didn't say trick or treat.
Trick or treat. Sorry. I've been out of the game for a couple years.
Get a good look at all this candy. Yeah. Trick or treat.
I was telling you though my strategy earlier to get candy, like I did, just take your toddler or borrow one to Boo at the Zoo.
Borrow one.
I said, hey Christian, like roll your stroller up there and hold it out. Mama will help you eat
Your
it.
mom's dirty work
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Can I get an egg deep fried?
Keep right.
My stress buster is exercise. I'm feeling all wound up. I start hitting the floor with those burpees. It's all on the floor. So, I mean, instantly. And I try to work out every day, at least for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That way, it just kind of keeps myself calm.
Yeah. I feel like burpees would be stressful for me.
Well, in this condition, yes, it would.
Well, yeah.
Sunshine mid-60s, falling into the 50s for trick or treat time. And yeah, you got to see Frank one more time doing his little dance. What is that? Like Like, what is that? It doesn't stop. 50s under clear skies for Halloween trick-or-treating. What is that like?
We were
What is
dancing.
that?
Yeah, get it, Frank.